Let's get the jitters out, get the jitters out, get the jitters out. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Agnell, encouraging you to try new things. Today we're going to talk about my hair, and I'm going to show you how I do my hair every other week or every week. I'm out of breath from those damn jitters. So yeah, I've had my hair for about 10 years. Actually 10 years on the money in December. And it's been a long time coming. I started off with them very small. They were about like that big. I used to get clowned in high school because that's when I got them in 2009. I was a freshman in high school, and I used to get clowned a lot. All of my friends would be, calling my hair little blunts, little dreads, little worms, Cheetos, burnt Cheetos, all this and that. I'm not hurt about it at all. I really don't care. Shout out to everybody I went to high school with. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. It's just about, dedication and consistency. And that's something that, my own hair taught me, in terms of just life in general. Dedication and consistency is very important to get you to where you need to go. If you want to go a little bit deep with that. Ultimately, took me 10 years to get to this point. They go all the way down to my butt, and they're just gonna keep going. I don't know if I'll ever cut them. I really like them, and it basically defines me now. It's part of my identity. So I feel like I don't want to cut my hair ever. This is the dopest hairstyle that I've ever experimented with. I started out with an afro before I got my dreads, and just took off with it from there. So yeah, I started to do my own hair because when I first got them done, it was like $60 to get it washed, get it retwisted, and get it dried and all that stuff at the salon. And at the time when I was 13 years old, I didn't have $60 every 2 weeks to go get it done. And so, excuse me, I had to beg my sisters, shout out Ruthie, shout out Natalie, to retwist my hair, and so that they can, look a little bit more presentable. This is like not presentable at all for me. For me. I just don't like how they look. The new growth is starting to come in, my hair is starting to grow back, look a little dark. And so I like to make them look more presentable for my liking. I started to do it on my own, and at first, when I first tried to retwist my own hair, it was just a nightmare. It didn't look good. It didn't look appealing to me at all. And so I just kept practicing, kept looking up videos on how people do their hair. I added something from other people's routines to my own routine, and that's how I kind of got better with retwisting my hair. But usually when I do them now, they still don't look 100% super duper nice. And you know how people like really part the hairs, part every hair strand for each dread, and kind of split the hairs apart and stuff like that. I kind of really don't do that just because I got a lot of things going on in life and my schedule and all that stuff. So I just kind of try and do it as quick as I can, just so it's more presentable than what it is now. And then I go from there, because usually once I complete my retwist, the next day I'll be going to work, then I'll go to the gym and or play some basketball, and all that sweat just causes everything to get frizzy. So I don't really put too much effort into making it look very nice, which I should, but it's okay. I'm just gonna show you exactly what I do for my hair every week. I try to do it every week, but again, my schedule gets a little hectic, so every week, every other week. I usually never let it get past 2 weeks of doing my hair, so let's get started. So the first thing I do in the process of retwisting my hair is obviously I wash my hair out. There's a lot of dandruff, usually at the end of the first week or a week and a half into it. There's a lot of dandruff, it's pretty dry. And so I like to use Head and Shoulders to get rid of all the dandruff, and it gives me like a nice cool feeling, kind of like Vicks, like a cool feeling on my scalp. It feels really nice. But I usually scrub it for about 5-10 minutes straight, to the point where it gets a little tender because I'm aggressively scratching my scalp. So I'll do that with Head and Shoulders, and then I use Tresemme for conditioner. Leave that in for about 5 minutes, rinse it out, and then I kind of repeat that process again. So I usually wash, rinse, condition, 5 minutes, rinse it out, and that's it. And then I'll tie it up, wait for it to dry. So yeah, just check out this video of me washing my hair. So I usually start off with the Head and Shoulders. I'll usually wet my hair first so it's completely wet. Then I'll use the shampoo to really get into my scalp. And you can see I really emphasize scrubbing my scalp down. Like I explained before, I like to really scratch the scalp, just because there's a lot of buildup, I guess. There's a lot of bumps that are kind of sticking to my scalp, and I want to get rid of them. I want to find them, and I want to get rid of them at the same time. So I really emphasize scratching my scalp, and then eventually I'll go down to shampooing my dreads. So you can see the wash and the rinse, and then another wash and then a rinse. And then here you can see me wringing out my hair. It's kind of like a very thick piece of rope, like a tug-of-war rope. When I wring my hair out, sometimes it'll be a brownish color, which is kind of gross. That's like all the buildup, all the sweat, all the dandruff that's adhering to my hair is all getting wrung out. And so I look for the color of the water when I wring it out. So if it's brownish, then I'll keep washing even after the 2 washes and 2 rinses that I initially do. I'll just keep wringing it out, keep washing it until the water is a nice clear color. Then I put the conditioner in, put it right into my scalp, and run it down through the rest of my dreads. I'll tie it up and wait about 5 minutes, and then rinse it out. And then that'll be the end of me washing my hair. So now my hair is washed. I wrapped it up with this little towel and I let it dry for about 20 minutes or however long it needs to take to dry. So I'll take it out. I think it's dry now. And it looks like this, all frizzy, So you see all the new growth / hair that's been growing is all frizzied out. Okay, so this is what it looks like beforehand. And so now, once my hair is like this, I like to put the pre-twist products in there, and I'll go over all of them with you. So I'll start off with, so this one is Lock Grow. I like this one, it has this color. And mind you, I like these Jamaican mango and lime products. They're really good. The ingredients seem all natural, a whole bunch of different kinds of oils and essential oils and all that stuff. So I really like their products. So this is one of the pre-twist products I like to put in my hair. And I'll grab some, massage it, and then I usually put it in the scalp, and then I'll run it down the dreads as well. So you guys can see how long my hair is. It's pretty dope. Next, I have the No More Itch Grow Spray. Same company. This stuff smells really, really good. I love the smell of it. And this actually does help with controlling the itching in my hair. The problem with me is I don't apply it every day because I always forget to. But if you do apply it every day, it does help with the itch. So I like to put this before and after I twist my hair. And I usually spray some again in the scalp and then on my dreads, and I'll massage it all in. Next product is this Jamaican black castor oil. I actually got this straight out of Jamaica. Some lady was selling a whole bunch of natural products at the airport, and I was like, boom, let me get some castor oil while I'm here. This was only like 15 bucks, 16 bucks. And I say only because these potent oils are pretty expensive. It's this much, what is it, 4 ounces, but I only use a little bit of it, and every day I put some on my beard just so it grows a little bit thicker. But yeah, I just put a little bit in my palm, so probably like that much, and then I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's running down. Then I'll rub it together, and then same thing, apply it to my scalp and my dreads. And lastly, I'll put some coconut oil in my hair. I heard a lot of good benefits of coconut oil in the hair. Heard a lot of good things about it stimulating the hair follicles. Again, I'll rub it all together, apply it to my scalp and my dreads. So there you have it. That's the pre-twist products that I put in my hair. Very, very great products. I've been using them for a very long time. My hair grows a little bit thicker. One thing I did want to mention is that a couple of these dreads came out. And I used to have my tips dyed. I think it was like a blondish color. They look really cool, but I didn't really take care of them, and apparently you're supposed to put like conditioner on it so it, stays strong. But lately it's, the tips have been coming out, and so now there's less and less blonde in my hair. I don't know if you can see it, like right here. But before it used to be like super blonde. So if anybody has any recommendations on how to maintain highlighted or, bleached dread tips, please put them in the comments, mention them, let me know so I can spread the word so I can learn, and hopefully I'll be able to reapply the highlights to the tips of my hair because they look really, really cool, and I liked it a lot. So any advice for that, please put them in the comments for me. Thank you. All right. So now that my hair has all the pre-twist oils in them, I basically start by taking one dread, twisting it, and I put these 2 products in. So this one is the Locking Firm Wax by the same company, the Jamaican Mango and Lime. Again, this one smells really, really good. Love it. And it's like a white, waxy kind of consistency. And so this helps the dreads hold, especially when it kind of dries up, it holds. When I do my hair with these products, I don't sit under a dryer for like an hour because I obviously don't have one. I don't have a blow dryer or anything. So I just basically twist it and then tie it up, wrap it up in a scarf, and then just like go to sleep or like go on with my day with it or whatever. I think with the blow dryer or any kind of heat that dries the hair, it's gonna hold a lot better. But I use the Locking Firm Wax to, give it a nice hold, as well as the locking gel that also hardens when it gets dry. So this one smells really good too. It smells great. I just got some on my lip. Ugh. Went too close. So, and it has this orangey gel kind of consistency to it. Two great products, and what I do is I take my comb, I put some on the dread that I'm about to twist, and I usually start with the wax, kind of comb it into the dread, the new growth, and kind of push it down onto my scalp, and then I'll put the gel around it as well and comb it into it. Then I'll kind of just, you know, use my palms to twist it up and make sure the new growth is coiled, and then that's it. And then I just kind of let it hang because the coil is going to hold it, and then that's it. So I just do that repeatedly for all of the rest of my dreads, and then that's how I do my hair. And then lastly, I do the shape up, trim this down a little bit, and then, you know, trim up the hairline, and then trim up my beard too as well, and a little trim on my mustache, and then that's how I do my hair. So I'm gonna speed up the next 2 videos of me doing all of my dreads as well as me doing my shape up, and that's it. So enjoy. So I usually never do my hair in the bathroom. I'm just doing it just to show you guys exactly what I do. I start off with pulling out each dread from each row of hair. So I kind of divide my head into rows and divide all my dreads into rows. So that way it's kind of easier for me to navigate through doing all of my dreads individually. So I pull out a couple dreads into rows, and I kind of try to separate them from the rest of my hair. And you'll see here that I'll start with the locking firm wax, and I'll grab some of it, and I like to comb it into the new growth of my dreads. And I'll comb it until it's very nice and easily combable. Is that even a word? I have no idea. So I'll comb it until it's easily combable. I'm claiming that as a word. I don't care. Just keep combing it until it's nice and smooth. And then I'll use the locking gel to do the same thing. And I'll also rub both of those products into my scalp with the comb. And then you'll see that I'll just twist it up and coil it up with my fingers first, and then my palm to help me out with the stronger coil, so it holds a lot better. And you can even see here that I can't see anything, so it's so hard for me to part it nicely so that, you know, you can see the lines in my scalp of the parts. And again, like, I can't see anything. I don't know how y'all do it. Like, it's just very difficult for me, so I just do it this way. I also don't use any clips because of my lifestyle. I'm always out and about. I'm always doing something, always busy. I personally just don't have the time to sit there and wait for the clips and my hair to dry up with the clips in them. So I just coil them up really tightly and then just let them dry like that as I'm doing whatever I'm doing throughout the day. You can see that they still kind of part out a little bit. You can still see, you know, lines in my scalp a little bit. It's not perfect. I know it's not perfect. I know I can improve. I just don't have time to. Maybe I do have time, but I just don't want to make the time for it because I'd rather be doing other things. But like I said before, I just like to keep them nice and presentable. Presentable enough for my liking. And yeah, I just do it this way. So usually this takes about an hour to do. If I'm really quick with it, I can do it in an hour. But if I want to take my time and try to get nice parts into my dreads, then it'll take me like an hour and a half, an hour 45. It takes a while, especially with my hands up in the air, and you can see that my arms get tired, my shoulders get sore a little bit, and so I gotta, stretch out the arms a little bit. There's been this little patch of hair on the top of my head, and I've been trying to get them to lock. I feel like I have to skip out on washing my hair and just retwisting them constantly just to get them to lock. So for the question of how do you get the dreads to get like that, this is basically how it starts. It starts off with a patch of hair, and you just use some gel and some beeswax or some locking wax to basically get them to hold, and then you just keep twisting them over and over and over again, and then eventually they'll lock and create the dreadlock look. But obviously they look a lot messier when they're smaller. When they get longer, they start to look a lot nicer. So again, consistency is key with dreads. So this actually happens very frequently. A lot of my dreads are like dreads that were combined into one dread a long time ago. And you can see this one here. This one has like one stem, and then it branches off into two dreads, and then one side of the stem branches off to three dreads on the right, and then the other side branches off into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dreads. It's pretty cool. It's funny. And you just got to keep maintaining them. That's all it is. Your hair is just going to grow however it wants to, and you just got to adapt to the change of the growth of your hair. So that's pretty cool. Looks like a little like roots growing into the ground. So I thought this was cool. So now I do my shape up once all my dreads are retwisted, and I start off with combing my hairline and brushing my hairline. After that, I use my clippers to basically shave down the hairline, and I like it still dark. I know a lot of people kind of make it lighter. My barber used to make it lighter. Shout out to you, Sean. This is kind of how I started doing my own shape up, because it cost me like $20 every time I'd get a shape up at the barbershop. And I was just like, screw this, I'm gonna just do this on my own. So I just basically used the clippers to shave down the excess new growth on the hairline. And then I'll take the trimmer and try to make it as nice as possible. And it's pretty hard.
I never really like watched any YouTube videos on how to do shape ups and stuff like that. Maybe I should, just to get a little bit better at it. Then I go down to my beard and I put that castor oil and coconut oil, and I have this beard oil as well. And I put it all on my beard, comb it down, brush it out, and then I'll trim it with the trimmer. And I always get the bottom of my chin as well for the excess new growth. And then that's it. That's the end of me doing my hair completely.
So yeah, that's it. That's basically how I do my hair. You can definitely see the difference between now and before I did it, even with the lineup for the beard and my shape up, my hairline. I mean, it doesn't look like, you know, the parts are not super meticulous, not super, you know, separated. It's not too detailed, but I personally don't care. I just try and do the best I can with parting it because I can't see anything when I'm doing my own hair. I don't know how you ladies do it because I've seen some girls that have dreads and they part their hair so nicely and they do it on their own, and I'm like, I don't know how they do it. So if you can give me suggestions on how to do that, any suggestions for doing lineups would be great. You can drop all those suggestions in the comments. I would really appreciate them. And any other topics of conversation in regards to dreads, questions, anything about dreads, drop them in the comments. I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. But other than that, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to turn on the post notifications so you know when I post videos. And there's going to be plenty more videos coming out real soon. I'm really pushing to put out more videos. This thing is really fun for me. I just want to put more content out there. So again, subscribe, like, turn on post notifications. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget, try new things, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.